Hi everybody, and welcome to the second ever ordaGO video, where a kind of mediocre Aussie Counter-Strike global offensive player shares what he's learned about the game. Now this video will be focused at people that generally play just deathmatch or casual, and haven't tried the wonderful world of competitive Counter-Strike playing. Now the way you probably normally get into games is through Find a Game, and you go through the tabs and casual or deathmatch and kind of pick whichever mode you want. Casual is also pretty good. Maybe you've played some Operation Payback, which is quite a lot of fun. I'm enjoying that so far. Or maybe you've gone through the community servers like I did quite a bit. Find some local servers that go up to 32 players. Or maybe some of the other game modes like the prison, or maybe you're into surfing or something. Anyway, there's a lot of community servers you can play with. But I think where the real fun in Counter-Strike lies is again through the Find a Game and classic competitive. Now here you get much more precise say in what maps you're going to play. Now I'm not going to lie to you, the first few times that you go through classic competitive and you wait to get matchmaking, it's going to take a while. Early on it was taking me between 5 and 10 minutes to find a game. But the good news is you can just Alt-Tab, do something else, keep your headphones on, and listen to the little ready sound. Now what the game is trying to do here is match you up with 9 other players, so that it makes 2 teams of approximately equal skill level. And of course, if you haven't played competitive before, the game doesn't know how good you are, and it's going to take a while to pay you up. Anyway, it comes up, click accept, and get into the game. Now the other way to queue for competitive is, and I think this is a much better way, is to queue with friends. Now what you do here is you create a lobby, and then you can add your friends, or your friends can see that you're in a lobby and can join you. And this way you can queue together. If you queue together, then you get a game much quicker, and you play with friends, and you're probably going to have a much better time. Now, of course, you can select which maps you want to play with, or even which mode if you don't want to play competitive, but we'll stick with competitive for now. And again, just click on go, and you wait for you to be mapped. Now, before you get started into playing real competitors, I want to show you a few things that are really important. Now, firstly, you'll notice you have less money, which means in the first round you can only buy a pistol and maybe a grenade. For CT side, I suggest buying the P250. For the T side, I suggest getting maybe some armor and stick with the Glock. The other thing you'll notice is that there's team collision, which means that you can't go through your teammates can't go through you, which means you can block them, which is super annoying, which is why I'm doing this with bots. The other thing you'll notice is that you can do damage to your teammates if friendly fire is on, and you can kill your teammates. And if you do kill 3 of your teammates in a round, or if you do 500 worth of damage or more over the whole course of the match, then you will get a ban, or a competitive ban. It starts off at 30 minutes, but it goes all the way up to, I've seen 7 days, I've seen month-long bans, which is a bummer, because competitive is a lot of fun to play. And the other thing you can do with collision is that you can get on teammates' heads, which means that if you can get your teammates to boost you into places where you could never get to in casual. Now say you win the first round, which I did here just by swatting away some harmless bots. You're going to get about 3 grand worth of money. So the economy is a big deal, because if you lose the first round you only get 1400. Now if you do win the first round, I suggest get a Kevlar and helmet, and then get yourself SMG. I play with the MP7 quite a bit, but the Bison and the UMP with its price shop are also pretty good. And yeah, then you go on from the second round. Now I'll show you a few from now an actual competitive matchup. You start up with about a minute of warm-up to let everyone connect. Alright, everyone, you get $16,000 money, and you just fuck around, really just kind of shooting, doing whatever you like. Sometimes everyone agrees to knife, but really just a minute to get yourself together. And this is where the first sort of tactics come up. You get your P250 on CD side, and then whichever grenades you want. And what you do is you must, particularly the CT side, you have to say where you're going to play, and you're going to probably play there for the whole round. So here I'm going to play at Long A. And so you're going to need to know what all the places in the map are called. Now this is Long A at Dust 2. And here I throw a flashbang, I think I got flashed, and I see them. And I can immediately call out to all my teammates. that they're rushing along A. And you can see there with the death cam, you get a few seconds after you die of kind of seeing what happens around you. That's really important to kind of call to your teammates where everyone is. I think this is really the big importance of having a good headset and a microphone and using it. Anyway, so once you die, another difference between casual and competitive is that you can only see what your teammates see. But you can still talk to them and they'll still hear you. Now if you lose the first round, the next round you should have what's called an eco or a save round, where you don't buy very much. The only thing I suggest you do buy is a P250, even if you're on T-side, just to get some good armor penetration on your pistol. Maybe a grenade if you want to. And so this is a save round. We're probably not going to win this round. They're going to have guns, and we are definitely not. Now here I go again, play long. I get the call that they're going short, so immediately rotate back and try and pick a kill. You're not expecting to win the save round, but you're trying to get a couple of kills. Now here we lose the save round, and we need another save round. And again, we just you just buy a P250 and maybe a nade. Now it's really important to buy and save as a team. So if you're not buying guns, your teammates shouldn't be buying guns. That way, you all have money at the same time to get guns and to really have an even round. So that's why it's really important to continue talking to your teammate pretty much the whole time. Now, there's a few other things that you really must know about competitive. Now, the casual is just first to 8. Competitive, it's first to 15. And after 15 rounds, you switch, which means that you get 15 rounds on CT and 15 rounds on T. The other thing to keep in mind is that once you commit to a competitive game, you got to stick with it. And games can take up to 90 minutes. I mean, it's very rare. Most time it takes about 40 to 60. If you or one of your teammates abandons the game, so just quits exit, doesn't come back, the rest of the team is stuck with a bot for the rest of the game. And the bots are pretty stupid. They're not. I think they might be just the easy bots from playing offline with bots. They are really, really bad. Now after 2 eco rounds, now is the time I suggest you start buying things. And for the CT side, you probably want to get the M4. On the T side, you want to get the AK-47, some nades, kit, diffuse kit for the T side. And now is where the really even gameplay begins. Now competitive is a lot of fun. I mean, I probably started out playing casual, and I played again like about 50 to 70 hours in casual. I was enjoying it, and I tried out competitive, and I was immediately hooked, because each action feels like it's important. You're 5v5, you got your teammates, you don't want to let them down. You want to be able to hold your spot, you want to be able to really contribute to the team winning. It's a team sport, it really is. It is so much fun. Now it is very important, as you probably have picked up, to have a good pair of headphones so you can hear where everyone's coming from. It's also very important to have a microphone for you to use it. Now I've swapped my default talk key to one of my mouse buttons. So I have a fourth mouse button that I just click whenever I want to talk to people. That way it makes it, I can still walk around, I can still shoot, so I can use my thumb for that. So I really suggest that. And the other thing that will really make you have a lot more enjoyment out of competitive is to get a bunch of friends to play it. Now when I started, I had one friend, maybe two, to play Counter-Strike, and they didn't play Counter-Strike very much. So what I did was, every time I play competitive and there was someone friendly, I would press tab, cycle down to their name, press enter, and then click on view Steam profile and just add them as a friend. So this is anyone that was about my level, that was friendly, that talked on the microphone, and now I have about 50 friends, and I can just join them if they're in the lobby and they're okay with that, and they can join my lobby when they see it. Yeah, that's kind of it. I hope I've managed to convince at least some of you to come out and try competitive mode. It is a lot of fun. You get to play similar sort of conditions to the pros. You get to watch the pros and you really get to relate them a bit more. Yeah, that's kind of it. I'll see you guys out there.
He's on ramp now. What up? See ya, orda!